closer. We got. Oh, the link. This is the test. Oh, what up? Oh. Oh, 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 oh. I feel like I should sit closer. Okay. One of one. How long it takes to post that? Okay. Two was in here. Oh, I think one of them is me though. Let me get something to drink. Oh man. Oh, let's get it on. Oh man, let's get it on. What we got going on here? All these 70-year-olds sitting out here. Oh my goodness. I think he was on my thing too. Like it's just you and me. Oh, wait a while. See anybody shows up. Anybody gonna show up? Yeah. Upgrade stickers awareness. Hold up. I have no cat room. Does I have no cat? Team salaries. What my cap looking like? Woohoo! 1.1 million in cap space. Wow. We got Hackenberg and Petty for another 2 years. Wow. Trey Mason. Wood. Carew. Anderson. Curry. AMK. What else we got? Donald. Long. Oh, that's why. Pick up another linebacker. We're gonna get this show rolling speaking like. Oh. What's it in here? Tell Mike send a text out. Send a message out to the homies. Oh yeah, filling her up, fill her up. Who's in here? Show yourselves. Watch your mouth. Clean up off the books too. Ferguson, Charles Smith, Chamberlain, Harris, clean up the books. Oh, sound kind of low. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I could always do that. You know what I'm saying? I could always do that. Let's see who else what we got in here. He's coming off the books. Got some good young pieces. It's Corner City in here. How's that sound? Oh, let me know. Calvin Price coming back. Ah, good looking, good looking. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. It's kind of like the invisible mic. Can't even see it. No, look at that. Boom. The mic is gone. Where is it? I don't know. Where's the mic from? I don't see it. Oh, it's gone. All right. Let these guys waltz in here in a little bit and see what we got going on. I definitely want to talk about these rookies. Some of these rookies blowing up. Guys made a lot of moves. I think the Texans in particular have a few good rookies I want to look at. Who else? Definitely take a look at Ford. Ford and his let me just send this somewhere else. Give me a second. Ford and his corner that's doing pretty well. I checked the stats earlier with Ford's corner. I think Chekwa is his name. That's odd. Definitely want to talk Chekwa. Damn, hold on. Let me see if I can send this. Where my man G World at? G World usually in here all the time. Looking for my man G World. Alright, let me send this. Let me post. And then I'll repost. You know what? I should just see it go through. Okay. And what I can do is, looks like I'm stuck here. Let me close that out. Let me look at myself now. Still trying to figure this thing out. Okay. Let me close that out. All right, I can hear myself now. Look at myself now. But that's pretty quick. All right. All right, just a few more minutes. Let me select all. Let me cut. Let's cancel. Damn, my fucking phone blowing up. These guys. Oh, there it is. Okay. So it went through. Here we go. 2 times. All right, let's go. I want to talk about the rookies. We'll start there first. We can talk rookies first. Bring back Tricky. Tricky, you know what you can do for me, Tricky? Send me a link to those rookies. And so I can kind of like look at them and kind of see where they're at stat wise and stuff like that. Non-alcoholic orange juice, which is just orange juice, by the way. All right, so I guess I can wait for Trick to send that to me. Let's go to the standings, cause then I guess I can encompass all the rookies with the stats as I break that down. But what's going on, y'all? Today's Saturday. Yeah, get your headphones, Ford. I mean, get some headphones. You have a microphone? You have a PS4 camera, Ford? You can use that to talk too. Chekwa. We're definitely gonna cover Chekwa. We're gonna take a look at his numbers. I've got a similar corner to Chekwa. I don't start him. Ford is a brave man by putting him out there. But we'll look at his numbers. And I guess I'll compare him. Probably will be Defensive Rookie of the Year in the NFC. I haven't seen any other rookies doing anything really. But we'll get to that. But let's go standings first. That's how I like to start the show with some information about the leaders. The Browns, undefeated and playing well again. Good looking trick. So I'll use this if I can't. Yeah, and then good looking. Make sure it opens up. And perfect. Good looking trick. Matter of fact, trick, if you want, I can go through the standings and I can go through the stats, and then okay, got it. Till the movie comes on. Okay. If you want, you can actually go through those stats if you want, and then just hit me up on the chat, and then I'll just throw you in there whenever you're ready. Just send me a message in the mod chat that you're ready, or text me directly, or just send a message right here when you're ready. There, right here. So the Browns are winning again, and nothing is new. We need subtitles. Oh man, I wish we had subtitles. That'd be good though if we had subtitles. So the Browns are winning again, 6-0. Another great start for Hokie. Hokie has turned the team around. You're at the gym. Okay, no problem. Don't worry, I'll cover it. It's almost like you almost wish that Hokie could run the Browns for real, but then again, then you have to play and all that. But this ice cream lady. But 6-0 is a good start. I mean, I don't want to take any credit away from Hokie, but the AFC is definitely in a down year. And I'm not taking anything away. I'm looking at the standings right now. Giants, Cards, Boys, Falcons, and Niners. 5 of the top 7 teams right now are from the NFC. It's amazing what an offseason can do for you. So that being said, congratulations to the Browns. Haven't won anything, but he's leading the NFL in obviously at 100%. The Giants just lost to the Broncos, I believe, last night. I didn't get to see that game, but from the love fest going between Giants and Broncos, I can tell it was a really good game. At some point, I hope that we can get the owners to kind of like take video clips of the games and then upload them to a YouTube or Instagram that we're gonna have soon. And this way, kind of like just add content to the league. That'd be awesome. And this way, I definitely wouldn't be able to show it, but just show the touchdowns and the highlights and a sack or a pick or whatever. I think Instagram allows 60-second videos, so I guess you can just if you speed it up and chop it, then it should fit for like a full clip, whatever. But they looked they had a good game. I know the Broncos won. So they gave O his first loss of the season. The Cardinals, as Tricky would say, the Cardinals are cursed. We're looking for a good Cardinals owner, if I'm not mistaken. But I believe that the next owner of the Cardinals will be somebody that'll be here for a minute. We've talked about it in terms of just being a little bit more stringent with guys instead of just trying to just put guys in there to get the league, keep the league rolling. I would personally, just from a personal standpoint, wouldn't mind 1 or 2 weeks going by without an owner, just so we get the proper owner in here. And so even if it means that I have to dedicate 30 minutes or 40 minutes to playing a guy, to seeing what he's like, checking his it's kind of like a background check, right? Checking his stream history to find out if he's in other leagues, and kind of like, why do you want to join this league? Are you in other leagues? How are you doing in other leagues? What are those leagues like? And stuff like that. And so roll on to the Cowboys. Rob never disappoints with the Cowboys. 5-1, off to a good start. I think he missed some games last year because either connection or he wasn't around. It was one of those two. But he's doing a phenomenal job. But once you look at that stats, we can tell why he's having some success. Obviously, he drafted that really good quarterback that we all like gushed over. And so I do know that Dak. We talking Social Security numbers? Maybe. I do know that Dak is on. Dak is available, and he's looking for a first rounder, I believe. In terms of trades, I think it's probably well worth it. Because you probably can't get like an 80 overall quarterback in the first round. In most years. But he landed a stud at quarterback. I have to look at his numbers to see what he's doing this year. Boss went ahead and took his Broncos back. Like I told you earlier, he beat the Giants, and he's rolling with Paxton. And Paxton, he took over the Broncos midseason, and Paxton went from not being existent to AFC Rookie of the Year, and all those XP points has Paxton as one of the better QBs in this league. The Falcons. Oh, I just played the Falcons. What a tough game. I don't like giving out too many secrets. I think that if you want to beat a person, you may have to do your own scouting report. But I can tell you for a fact, the Falcons may have the best man press 1-2 combo of corners that I've ever seen in my life, and Trufant is not to be fucked with. Just I played a rookie. Did I play a rookie? Yeah, I think I started a rookie corner on that at my number 2, and Trufant made sure that he caught nothing. I think I threw 3 passes towards Trufant. There were 3 interceptions. And so, I mean, I'll let y'all learn that way instead of having to do what I did. I lost that. It was a close game for a little bit, and then obviously the picks and the turnovers got out of hand. And Ford, who I believe had like a top 10 pick last year, Ford, you can correct me at any point, or somebody, and went ahead and drafted like a 60 overall corner that's starting for him, that has 4 picks, I believe, or 3 picks, and something like 85 confidence right now, which is obscene. So he's balling out with that corner. 15th overall pick. All right, so he definitely reached for the corner, but I mean, I tell guys all the time when I talk to my buddies who play Madden and we play in the same leagues, I said, if there's a guy you like, no matter what pick you have, if you like him, you grab him. Even if he's projected 4th or 5th round, if you're in that enamored with a player, you just go ahead and go get him. It works out best because you feel like you got what you want with your draft, and so that's that. That's my advice to most guys. Rounding out the top 10, we have the Bills, the Eagles, and Vikings. The Bills definitely are a contender in the AFC. I guess it looks like he'll win the AFC East. No, unless he goes on vacation or something like that again. But definitely a good player. His 2 wideouts are studs: Margarito, the Higgins, the rookie, and of course Sammy Watkins. He's not I haven't checked yet, but last year he kind of like blew up the league with McCoy, with Shady, and just destroyed everyone in front of him. Not so much when I played him though. I was able to hold him, I believe, to like maybe like 40 yards with McCoy on like it was more than 10 carries. I can't remember the exact number, but I was able to really contain McCoy. My biggest issue with my team, of course, is my secondary. So the Bills look like they will win the AFC East. The Dolphins, I believe they have Ross. Cali Buck just gave them up because he had, life happens. and I believe I don't remember how Ross plays at all, so I don't know what we have as a fin zoner. And since the loss of Brady, um, Dubs is on suicide watch. Like I told you guys at the beginning of all these shows, not the beginning, but throughout the show, I told you guys that good players will play good this year, this Madden. That's how I feel. I feel like if you have a good player, he'll perform. I was speaking to a friend of mine yesterday, and Brady. I watched Rodgers. When those guys are like being harassed, okay, Russell made the Super Bowl. All right, so I got another contender in the AFC East. Um, those guys make plays, and they have almost the right touch on the ball when you make those passes over the middle or over a linebacker. When you're trying to fit it in between two guys, it seems like the quarterbacks, their overalls and their skill set allows for a really good throw. It gets where the ball has to go. Guys draped on them, they're making those throws, and it makes a huge difference. I played Dubs, and Dubs not a bad player by any stretch of imagination, but Case Keenum is no Tom Brady. And so with that being said, he's 0-5 or 1-5 or something like that. And we'll get to the cellar dwellers in a second. Be honest with you, I haven't seen any Eagles games. I'll make sure I add him, but he's 4-2 with a -5 point differential. So, I mean, there's probably a blowout in there somewhere that he lost to or gained or whatever. And then we had the Vikings at 3-2, and we'll take this with a grain of salt. At 3-2, he's definitely better than last year. I believe he won 4 games last year. He's a big spender when it comes to free agency. He prefers a solid vet over young guys. So that's what he's got. He's probably got a good mixture of both. That defense is really good. I mean, even coming into the beginning of Madden, that defense is really good. And he's a guy who just started playing Madden, maybe about 2 years ago. No, Raiders. No, Raiders not too far down. I was gonna say once I guarantee you once I get past these Vikings, I'll scroll down to the bottom, the lower teams. That is probably just a bunch of guys sitting in that above 500 or slightly below 500 kind of area. The one-loss teams, and there are a lot. Those are like the cream of the crop. These guys really, really just jumped out in front, and we'll see how the rest of their schedule helps them or hurts them. But I mean, yes, like I said, like I told you, it's a steep drop. And I mean, from 6-1, then you got a 4-2, and then 3-2, 3-2, 3-3, 3-2, 3-2, 4-2. Mike, I mean, this is probably not as accurate. Mike is probably, just from a win-loss standpoint, should probably be somewhere up here, probably ahead of the Vikings, and then you make the Vikings a bubble team. But like I said, look, 4-3 Raiders. And then we have, these guys that I'm in, the 2-4, the multiple losses, 30,000 games out of behind 500. Pretty much at this point, just trying to figure out a way to win games and make yourself competitive. So there's a lot of one-loss teams. One-win teams, and it's kind of like the opposite of. So probably have the same amount of one-win teams in one-loss teams. All right, and then we have the Lions at 0-6. It's always a building process for the Lions. They don't have. I think they're like in the middle of the pack in terms of talent. Not the best team talent-wise. I believe the Lions drafted the best overall player in the game, in the rookie class, and he snagged a really good corner first, and then that running back in the second round. So he's got some pieces. I'm not sure what the issue is, but I know for a fact this year that man coverage is almost non-existent in this game. It's really, really hard to have a corner actually track a wideout from snap to throw. It's just really difficult for them to stay with players. So like I told you, Patriots 10 wins last year, I believe. 1 win this year. Definitely, it doesn't look like he'll get to 10 wins, and he may not even get to 500. But if he gets a quarterback, I'm sure those wins those wins are different. But like I told you, this quarterback makes a huge difference in the game this year. So that being said, I'm gonna go to the stats now because that's where all the fun stuff is at. Um, let's check the transactions. Let's see if anything's going on. Any moving and shaking going on. Trades. This is week 6. This is recent. So the Bengals move a second and a first round pick. Wow. For Sua Cravens and Brandon Scherf. Redskins trade 2 players. Oh, so these players went to the Bengals, and in return, the Bengals gave picks. I'm not in love with proven players for picks. I like to kind of deal on a expiring contract kind of guy. I picked up Ware, had 1 year left to see if I can just make a push. It didn't work out. I gave up another young player who I didn't start, so it didn't bother me. So that's whatever. The Ravens trade a second round pick for Taylor Gabriel, adding some more speed to that offense. I guess he just used Flacco's arm. I believe Gabriel's like 92 speed, like 95 acceleration. I know the Falcons have a guy like that in Crawford, the rookie they just drafted, who's got like 95 acceleration, 92 speed, and 86 release. I didn't know that. If I knew that, I probably wouldn't have pressed as much against them. Burned me 2 times deep for deep players. So this is my trade right here. Marlin for DeMarcus. Just see if I get a pass rush. Didn't really work out with Ware. I think his 79 speed is a step slow for me, in my opinion. I don't know the difference between a base 3-4 and attacking 3-4. I would assume that the attacking 3-4 just has a lot faster guys trying to get to the quarterback and probably not as good in coverage, so to speak. So you predicated on getting pressure to force turnovers. The Seahawks were trying to move Richardson all offseason. Richardson is not a bad player. I don't know the Chargers depth chart that well, but outside of somebody correct me, what's his name? Allen, I believe. Keenan Allen. I don't know who else they have at wideout. And so Bernard to the Texans. We'll talk about the Texans rookies in a second, but we all talked about how Texans. I feel like Texans gave away a really good player in Lamar Miller to get Giovanni Bernard. Giovanni is not bad. He's 25, I believe, so he's still young. But I think I prefer Miller over Bernard by a little bit. No, this trade right here, it wasn't a real trade. I just forgot to add a pick, and this is why this 4th round for this kicker is here. But I traded Clady and Mangold to get back a 4th round pick and Trey Mason. Not really interested. I wasn't really interested in Trey Mason per se, but I didn't mind having a nice young backup. But these two were, Mango was an expiring deal. I wasn't gonna re-sign him, and Clady was cheap. I think he had 2-year deal left, but no cap, so it made it attractive. I wonder. I'll have to ask the Rams how those guys are holding up for him, but we'll see what's going on. All right, so stats. That's fun. Let's go. Let's see who's doing what. Player stats. You know what? Somebody run and get to awards. I saw this already, but we won't count the Cardinals because they don't think they're on it right now. But look at Colin Kaepernick on that bounce back season. And, playing well, not the greatest. But Colin isn't the most accurate quarterback in the game. So what he's doing is pretty good. You know, 15 touchdowns in what 7 games, not bad. Looking like, almost like a touchdown a game. He's throwing no 2 touchdowns a game and a pick a game. It's even. My math is terrible, but he's throwing 2 and 2 a game pretty much, right? 6 and 1, about 7 games, so 7, 2 and 2. So he's not playing bad at all. Russell with 16 touchdowns, nine picks. Like I said, Paxton, look at this, 18 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, less than 1 a game. And I don't think 1 a game's a bad number. Obviously, you don't want to finish the year with 17 picks. I think that's probably not, or 16 picks. Not what a real head coach is looking for. But he's on pace to throw 1 a game. But at some point, you'll figure there'll be like 1 or 2 games where he doesn't throw any. But he's definitely like shattering his touchdown to into ratio. Matt Stafford not throwing a lot of touchdowns, only 8 on the year, throwing for a lot of yards. So let's see who's leading in touchdown terms. Paxton, like I said. So these are good numbers. So here's the rookie that Dallas picked up, McClung. We'll look at his numbers. If you guys superstar dev, I don't. Let me see. Where I don't. Was he his first pick? First round pick. Third pick. All right. So he went ahead and got this guy. So McClung, and he's paying off. Paying off behind that good O line. He's only been sacked 5 times in about 7 games. The Browns, RG's taking some hits. Smith is taking some hits. Carr, Tyrod Taylor, Jeff Whiting, the Texans rookie quarterback. I don't know why. I'm not sure why. He's not a bad player. Not a bad player. Traded up with Puba. Okay. This is not a bad player. But you have Brock, and you can't trade Brock. Like, his contract is ginormous. This is like the same issue that the Ravens kind of have. They kind of stuck with this somewhat good player, but the money is so big that you can't really move him. I didn't like this pick at all for that reason, though. I mean, he's got slow dev, but he's not he's not bad. Pocket QB, ideal sense, tight spiral, So, but he's not bad. These are good numbers. 91 throwing power, 80s across the board, almost an 80 throwing a run, almost an 80 play action. So it just didn't make sense to me. I thought there he could have done something else. But the numbers aren't bad. 11 and 13. He's a rookie. He's got 1,500 yards. Pass percentage is not bad. I think most QBs want to be around. Look at this: 70% with RG3, 69 with McClung, 73 with Wilson. I think what he wanted around. Well, this don't count. I think 60 is a good number for most NFL quarterbacks, right? You want to be above 60% throwing the ball. I don't think Nate Sudfeld is starting. I think this could be somebody must have gotten hurt. Okay, Biggie over here throwing picks like a motherfucker right now. Oh my gosh, Kirk Cousins, 1 TD, 20 picks. Woo! Texans for life, that's you? Wow. Big Ben, 20 picks. But 1 passing TD for Kirk Cousins. Oh, this can't be real. Wow. And he's not starting Kirk Cousins any longer? I'll have to ask Texas what's up with this. Let me see. I guess while I'm here, I might as well just keep looking. Let's see what else. If he's season stats. I guess he's starting. He might have gotten hurt. So, and he's got a lot of time left on the deal, so I don't know. I'll have to ask Texans directly what's going on with that. And look, and Paxton, 120, 121 passer rating. 126, 124, 121. So Yeah, this guy's not playing. Carr's not bad with 90. So the rookie QB looks like Conan made the right decision drafting him third overall. He may be the only rookie quarterback that's playing this well. Yeah, Whiting is average right now. Whiting, Whitting, whatever you want to call him. Um, yeah, that's it. That's only a rookie, right? Okay. Moving on to the rushing. I know. I'm surprised that the Lions aren't running more. Given who they picked up. If I can remember the guy's name, I'll cycle through him. Um, Zeke again. So the combination of Zeke, this guy got like a Dak 2.0 that he drafted. It's looking good. I mean, if he can find somebody to get past, I can see Conan in the Super Bowl with this team. Um, the question is, can he get past O? If you can't get past O, you're probably not gonna make it. Um, and no, I'm not taking anything away from Ford either, but a steady quarterback opposed to Colin may cost Ford some games down the line. Just letting you guys know. So, and he's doing his damn thing. I think him and somebody else, yeah. Mwasa with this 10 touchdowns for this guy, just 5'9", 206. It's a house. Carlos Hyde, 8 touchdowns, 600 yards. Freeman, Devontae Freeman, 7 touchdowns. McDaniels, yes. Okay, McDaniels. We'll see McDaniels. And McDaniels has good numbers. McDaniels is a stud. But he just can't get him going. These are the two top rookies, right? Running backs. Gifford Bolger for and I was talking to the Lions. Not the Lions, the Vikings was watching one of these games, and he's told me that this guy's a beast. 6 foot, 239, trucking 89. Like, I don't know if you guys realize that high 80s and almost 90 trucking is almost impossible to find this year. Like, trucking is a really hard trait to find. And this back right here kind of remind me, and I don't want to just generalize all big running backs with Chris Ivory, but this is probably like a Chris Ivory type for me. Chris Ivory, I think last year was like 88 speed and 88 acceleration. This is in that area. I tend to find that if you've got a back with high 80s, low 90s acceleration, you tend to kind of like be able to control him a little bit better when you're trying to navigate through those lanes and waiting for blockers to show up. Those speedy backs with like 95 acceleration, they feel like once you hold the stick in a certain direction, you're just taking off with them, and you really can't get them to kind of like cut back and make nice, like subtle moves to get free. But I wouldn't be surprised if, nah, I take that back. I already know who offensive rookie of the year is going to be for the AFC. It's probably the Bills and his wide receiver. He's just killing with him. There's no way. If there was like a second team, maybe these guys would get on. But in terms of these rookies, let's see. And I'm still looking for McDaniels. He's just like, yeah. If anybody saw him, wow. Is he hurt? Okay, let me just go to his team. Let's see the Lions. I wonder if he's starting him. Maybe he's starting Abdullah. Okay. Abdullah's starting. Quick dev. I don't know. I'd probably start this guy. Look at this dude. He's 91 carrying. There isn't any reason why Abdullah should be starting over this guy. 79, 80 carrying. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and his truck is... Yeah, 88 truck is really good. 93 88 truck is really good. I feel like guys are paying way more attention to practice squads these days. I think I got sniped 3 or 4 times in the last week. But I would definitely be starting this guy. He's only got 8 touches in the whole year. He's 0-6, and it's time to start rookies, man, and start playing these guys. I mean, at some point, like I just benched Ware. Like I'm 2-5. I benched Ware, and it's time to see if my young guys can make some moves for me. So there we have it. Latavius, like I said, receiving. Antonio Brown. He's losing games, but Antonio Brown doing the damn thing with 41 receptions. But it's time to check that yardage. Ashlon. Oh, Ashlon is such a cheat code this year, and I don't even know how he's doing it though. But look at this. It don't make no. I've watched some of those games, and that throw up toss game, man. He does not miss. 99 spec catch, 91 jump, and he's fast with 90 speed, 98 release, 98 catching traffic. The guy's a fucking animal, man. Jesus Christ. Demarius is on a bounce back season. Jermaine Kearse, he's got him playing well. Torrey Smith, bounce back year for Torrey. Quick dev. 89 speed. This is not bad at all. Like I said, I don't know what we're gonna get to check one in a second, but Ford has done a great job this year. I think last year he just kind of like waited to see what would happen. Tried to play through the he tried to play through I guess the poor play of his team really, and he's coming out on top. I think he's atop the NFC West. I'll check the standings again. Just to go back to see by just a category, division by division. And here we go right here, Margarito Higgins. The Bills brag about him every week, every day, and so we'll take a look. Superstar Dev, you guys saw that already. 91 speed, 91 route, 86 catch, 90 acceleration, 84 catch, 92 jump, 86 release. Like this guy came out the box, and obviously he's increased him. Look at the progression history, right? And look at this. Look, 1 week, 1,000 XP. 1 week, 1,000 XP. 1 week, 1,000 XP. 1,000 XP. 1,000 XP. 1,000. So we're talking about in a course of 8 weeks, he's probably got 10,000 XP. It's just, that's what happens when you got superstar Dev, man. Superstar Dev. That's just wild, man. He's right. He'll clearly be his #1 receiver, maybe if not by the end of this year, the beginning or the end of next season. That 1-2 combo is gonna be an issue. Watkins and Higgins. He's already had a Watkins. He's leaning on him already. Yeah. So Ford is like, we all looked at Ford's picks. Here's another Ford pick that stood out to me. His tight end, Brzezinski. I guess I'm saying it right. I wish Madden would pronounce some of these names. I don't know if you guys know, but all the rookies, they don't really say their names. So Steven Brzezinski. It's probably Brzezinski or Brzezinski. Whatever. He's killing with him. Period. 70 confidence, 82 speed, that 87. I think he's high, 86 acceleration. That's really good for a tight end. You'll figure. And Ford, I don't know if you guys know, Ford doesn't really use XP during the season. He kind of just sits on it. There that train goes. Steady, what up, man? Listen, man, I'm from New York. You from Chicago. You know you got the elevated trains out here, man. Listen, I got the elevated train. I got to give y'all some background noise. Let you know that I'm real. But clearly, if this continues, you're gonna look at Ford with his tight end going to the Pro Bowl and probably getting quick development next year. I think that's how that works. I'm not sure what years you need to play, or if you're like a first time starter. if you're a first time starter, if you make the Pro Bowl that year, you get like a superstar or quick dev. I don't know how that works. John Brown, we don't. So Jordan Reed, DeAndre Hopkins, Brashard Perriman, Macklin. So it's even this year. I mean, like, these are top receivers. I think last year we had like a huge gap in yardage between first and second, but this year it's pretty even. These are big money play guys. 23 yards, 26, 20. These guys are just chucking it downfield to these guys that don't really count. Stephon Diggs, he only got 10 receptions. I really wouldn't count that. So Torrey Smith, 28 receptions, average 26 yards. It's gonna happen again. Oh, the train. Oh, or the huge gap in yardage. And these guys are. But look at this, 200 yards a game for Ash. Look at this, 175 a game, kid. This is obscene numbers, man. Obscene numbers, bro. It's like playing the offline CFM, right? With these numbers, 175 a game, 11 touchdowns. So, is there any team out here with two guys in this top section? Yeah, okay. I mean, we'll see though. So I guess the guys are doing a good job of spreading the ball around for touchdowns. I don't really see a team out here with more than one guy kind of getting all the receptions. Oh, right here, Willie Snead and Brzezinski. Let's check this rack. Who's got a lot of Jermaine? So this is big. This is big play. So this is probably a lot of crossing routes. I'm gonna assume there's a lot of crossing routes off of this right here. Let's see his long. Heath Bacon, excuse me. I'm just curious. Let me see. What's UAB? It's not bad. Catching. Oh, catching is low. I'm not even sure how he got. All right. Going on to, well, do we have any? Mike is starting a rookie. This might be a Pro Bowl rookie. I mean, it's really hard. Oh, look at oh, he's giving a lot of sacks. Who's giving a lot of sacks? Clay's giving up 5 sacks. Downs played. Okay. So this is it. So this looks like this might be a Pro Bowl guy, but they don't show the pancakes right here. I'm not sure why they don't show pancakes. Okay, so we'll go to defense. I don't even know who this guy is, but he's starting. 54 tackles. The tackle numbers are weird. I know a lot of guys. It's really hard for me to talk about the tackles. I give up a lot of deep passes, so my safeties always seem to lead my team in tackles. But let's go tackle for losses. That makes sense to me. And and this is a weird thing to see, right? So you have Ezekiel Ansah, who leads the league in tackles for losses with 14, but the Lions don't have a win. That Packers LB is nasty. I'm gonna take a look at him in a second. I'll go back to him. But it's weird. Like those numbers stand out. But look, tackle for loss is 14, but he's only got 1 sack. But my media guy says that this is a nasty middle linebacker. We'll see. We'll take a look. So he's got a lot of stuff. Look at this. Wow. High motor strip, bull rush, swim move, big hitter. It's loaded. Guy's loaded. 84 speed, 84 tackle. He's got decent block shed at 72. Decent power move. Nice play rec. Decent zone. Good strength. This is a nice guy. I mean, this is definitely a nice guy. It's a guy that I would definitely probably play with. Let's see his progression. But he's not got that much XP. So there's a big difference in XP from normal, quick, and superstar. It's almost unfair, but it is what it is. So let's check out these sack numbers. So y'all guys already know that I'm a 3-4 guy. I like playing a 3-4 more than a 4-3. I like to have those bodies out. I think Steely's a 3-4 guy. I think Ford's a 3-4 guy. I think Puba's a 3-4 guy. And it's just, and he's doing well. So Puba, Puba had said that he's not doing that bad this year in terms of 3-4. But I think it comes down to personnel. Look, 80 finesse moves. And I think somebody said, I think O said it, somebody else said it, that I think you guys may be right. I think the finesse move is better than the power move this year. It sucks when I say stuff like that because I think they should be rated evenly. But I just think that in terms of just the kind of moves a finesse move player produces, you know, the swim or the rip, yes, is a swim, spin, rip, whatever, one of those. Those kind of seem to be like moves where that gets you past a defender or offensive lineman. And I guess in a 3-4, a lot of those guys are power guys, so they're pushing and trying to collapse the pocket or hold up linemen to get your other guys to the QB. But if you got a guy with good finesse move, then it's probably worth looking at put him in during passing downs. So we've got Ford with 5.5 sacks, and then DeMarcus Lawrence has a 4.3, 3.4, 4.3. Justin Houston. I played against the Chiefs. I won the other day. I was able to really attack him on the ground. I'm not sure if he lost anybody this year. But I don't remember being able to run this well against him last year. I did upgrade my offensive line during the offseason, but I don't recall. So, and this is my rookie leading my team with sacks. It's a sad thing though, but I feel like the only way I've gotten pressure or sacks this year is with nickel blitzing. It's just one of those things. It's just the way my team is just built right now. I got a lot of young outside linebackers. Their power moves and pass rush moves aren't really fully developed, and so this is what I'm left with. But hopefully, you know, I can get some turnovers that way. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but that fumble animation pisses me off. Like, so I caused a fumble with this guy. To give you guys a short story, the offensive tackle lunges towards the ball, he misses, and as my defensive lineman comes to pick up the ball, the animation of his feet getting caught like throws him over the ball, and a third guy comes in from the offensive player and just kind of scoops it up as I have like another guy running in to try to get the ball. I don't know, it's just weird. So that's that being said. I wish they would fix that. Another rookie here. So I'm looking, man. This is a nice rookie. I don't know where he got. Did he? I don't think he drafted this guy. This might be a practice squad guy. No, maybe. Rob will tell me later. But this is nice. See, like I said, look, 84 finesse. In fact, let me see the top guys. We'll stop at Bruce Irvin. Ndamukong's Ndamukong. Finesse move. Don't worry. Harold, what's his finesse move or power? Finesse move 80. Power move 67. Finesse or power 80. Oh, he's got both. Somebody said they need to have both for a really good defensive lineman. He's got both. Finesse move 91. Power move 98. He's got both. He's have neither. Copels. We're stopping at finesse move. All right, so I take it. I guess what my eyes see is different from what was actually going on. So these top guys all have better power moves, more or less, than finesse moves. So, I mean, I could be wrong, but that's what it looks like. So let's go to picks. Tyrone Matthew, Trufant. Like I said, I threw 3 personally to Trufant this week. Devon House and Chekwa. This is the guy that's like, I'm gonna quote unquote controversial because Ford took him with the 15th pick. 15th pick in the first round. He's aggressive, predictable, high motor. And he's got 5 interceptions. 5 interceptions, 35 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, 3 deflections. I mean, the catch allowed number is probably more than 0. He has no defensive touchdowns. So, I'm not sure how Ford is able to get this guy these picks when I feel like I've got one of the better man corners in the game with Revis. But Revis has 4 picks this year, and so I'm all right. I thought it was less than that. But let's go just look at this guy's numbers. And I wish right now that's where I had Daddy's League so I could compare him to another person. So 72 man, 77 zone, 77 press, and 80 pursuit, and a high motor. So that's not bad at all. Those are really good numbers. We all know that man coverage, zone coverage costs a lot this year. But the guy's a blur, you know. And let's see. Look, there's 2,600 XP, 2 tackles, tackle for loss. Look at this, 2,600. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's weird. Like I don't know who. I think I can't explain it. When I look at the Bills wide receiver rookie, he had it was like week by week was tons, but this guy only a few. So anyway, so Ford is killing, and he's proving everybody wrong with his pick. So at this point, I guess Ford is allowed to just kind of this is nice. 8 picks between 2 guys. Do what you want at this point. So we'll go back. We'll go look at this. I don't think there's anything else. I think a couple of kick returns. I know Checo has a kick return for a touchdown. Ford mentioned it. And Brandon Cooks and James Paxton. Don't know who this guy is, but he's fast. Wow. And to be honest with you, the draft wasn't the greatest, but in terms of just finding project guys, there were a ton of those in this draft. Maybe. It's possible. But in terms of the draft, I found a lot of good guys that I thought they were okay, these are guys I could probably work on and add to my roster. But it wasn't as bad as I initially thought. It was definitely a lot better. They were what I've noticed was there's a lot of, so what we'll probably see this draft, a lot of guys who traded their first round picks last draft probably won't do it as easily because there was a lot of quick and superstar guys to come out that first round. There were a ton of first rounders that were superstar and quick, and surprisingly so. I didn't know. I wouldn't have traded my pick because I had so many older stuff guys to fill, lanes to fill. Oh my gosh, so many other stuff to fill, and I needed some cap space clearance, so I needed a season to kind of get that under control. But that being said, I almost guarantee, if there's not a higher premium placed on first rounders this year or a lack of first rounders being moved, one of those two. Because, like I said, the amount of superstars and quick guys that came out that last draft is unbelievable. I'm going to draft tomorrow night in another league, and I guess that'll really give us a tail of the tape to kind of see if all those first rounders stuff kind of holds true. But and a lot of guys are in both leagues, but you'll see guys probably put a higher premium on these first round picks. So I'll go to these awards. Yeah. And I don't think we're at player award. I think after this week, the individual awards for kind of will start to come up. And so okay. I'll just scroll back. So yeah, we're in week 7 then. And you know what? And not another thing. And only a handful of you guys watch it that often, but I really appreciate you guys playing your game so frequently and so quickly. Only 7 games left, and we advanced last night at like 8 o'clock. That means you guys are getting the games in, and that's cool. Like, I'm just really anxious to play my game for whatever reason. Like, I really want to play with these rookies. Like I said, I said this last week. I wish there's a way where I can export my team and kind of just play with them. Even if I even had to play the CPU, I would love to have done that just to kind of get a feel for the guys and their route running and what can I do for pressure and stuff like that. The practice mode isn't the greatest, especially on defense, because before you set anything up, the defense hikes the ball. I mean, the offense hikes the ball, and then you're like, I need to make some adjustments, and you can't. And you can't even add an extra controller. Like, it shows up, but you can't do it. So that's that. But no surprise here. Ashlon, 8 catches, 250, balling. Let's go. Dansby for the Bengals, 1 touchdown, 4 tackles, 1 toe, 1 fumble recovery. Alexander, strong safety. I don't know him. 10 receptions, 250. Flacco, 287. 1 sack, 1 rush, 4 passing TDs for Flacco. This is the game against me, Trufant. 6 tackles, 3 picks, without question. Trufant again, 2 picks. 1 sack for Irvin. TD Yeldon goes off. 21 carries, 119. 1 reception TD. A rushing TD. Ashlon again. 6 catches, a $196. What are you averaging, like 56 yards of freaking catch? Jesus Christus. Oh, it's right next to it. 32 yards a catch. 2 touchdowns. Gadsden. Is he a rookie? He's definitely a rook. Trevathan, Cushing, Griffin, 5 passing TDs. Damn, who did he play? I wish they would show you who they played. It'd be nice to see that. Dez, 7 catches at 203, 2 touchdowns. Perriman. And for people, Puba was saying this earlier, that Perriman isn't as good as he was last year in terms of just, I guess, just speed to route running, whatever. But I definitely hope next year they make the defense a little bit more, some more oomph in that defense. I feel like the offense is still a little bit overpowered. The corner routes are still really, really open. That C route is still really a really good pass to beat man coverage and even zone. If somebody's playing like a cover 4 with somebody dropping underneath, you can easily get that up there. And Javon Kerr, 6 receptions, 240. There to Demarius Thomas, 4 receptions, 104. I mean, it's still early in the season, in the year rather. So I mean, I don't have any real predictions at the moment. I'll go back to these standings. Oh, I got a bye week. Oh, that sucks. I just saw that. Damn, that sucks. So, yeah, I don't think. Bengals, Ravens, I don't know. Puba's in between right now. I think Puba's having like an in-between type season. I think he finishes 8-8. It'll be an improvement from last year. It's a tough. I don't know if it's a tough division, per se, because there's only one guy that's way out in front. For me, a tough division would be a whole bunch of guys kind of in that same win-loss record. Like this could be a tough division. Muwasa is definitely much better. We all cried about Muwasa and Mike's deal. Him giving up a first after really having a really bad season last year. He's got 3 wins already, and I don't know what the Titans are doing. Oh, BDE, who left and came back. Welcome back if he's back. Shout out to BDE. And just so you guys are just clear, this is just me talking. I always prefer an older owner with some kind of track record opposed to some of these new guys. And I know that this game can be a little frustrating at times. You know, if you guys watch my stream, I'm almost always yelling at the TV when guys don't make plays I think they should make. But if you're an older owner and it frustrates you, just talk to one of the mods first. I mean, I know it feels like it's like some red tape governmental type shit, but it's better than giving these new guys this kind of sense of like wild wild west isms. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you've got like a real gripe, like a legit gripe, and gameplay is a legit gripe, play calling is a legit gripe, then I would just go to one of those guys first, or just two or three of them. Um, Whenever I get a complaint, I just screenshot the complaint and I send it to like the other mods, and we look at it and we talk about it. But it's much better than the kind of like it's airing us all out. But I understand when guys come through with some lobby shit. Who was the lobby guy that we just asked to leave, or he decided to leave? Was it the Cardinals? It might have been the Cardinals. Guy was like moving guys all over the place. He was bringing guys in line of scrimmage, moving the safety over, then sliding over a middle linebacker. I mean, like when the guy's doing that many things, he's definitely trying to like confuse the AI. And don't get me wrong, you have to confuse the AI in order to make plays work, right? So that means if you run a better route, if you have a really good route combo, priest, yeah. If you got a good route combo going on, or you don't really have any stunt blitzes in this game, but if you find a way to create lanes for your blitzers, or if you have an offensive lineman blocking nobody, those are all ways to like beat the AI, but you're not doing it in a sense where you're trying to abuse the AI or whatever. But that has to happen. Confusion has to happen in order for you to move the ball downfield. Somebody has to fuck up somewhere. Um, so, so it's part of the game. Like, you know, I just watched some 3-4 defenses, and I watched, if all you 3-4 guys, if you want like some insight, go watch Oregon Ducks 3-4 defense from 2000 and I think 9 or whatever. Some old guy describes it, and it makes so much sense. He doesn't really talk about the personnel per se, but just how the plays develop on defense and how they were so good in terms of playing. And not to mention that Oregon Duck played a lot of 3-4 with 3-4 3-4 with three, oh my gosh, 3-man coverage with three zone coverage. I can't even get the word in my mouth. Cover 3 coverage. Goodness gracious. 3-4 cover 3 coverage is what the Oregon Ducks ran a lot. Okay. Or cover 1. Same difference. Cover 1, cover 3 look the same, right? Okay. So, AFC East, like I said, I don't think I'm gonna like I said, I'm trying to make a push. I'm gonna try to be competitive, but the Bills have a really good offensive team. And this is anybody else who's gonna play the Bills in the future. If you can stop the run, and you've got some decent corners, you can beat the Bills. This is like I said, scouting reports, whatever. But it looks like he'll win the division. I mean, unless Ross come in and hang up. I think he played the Dolphins already once. But I feel like I tell you right now, I don't think Dubs is gonna be competitive the rest of this Madden season. His quarterback situation is in dire need of quarterbacking. And me, I'm just like figuring shit out. Everybody makes fun of me, my practice squad team. I'm sure I could be playing with better players, but this is just where I'm at right now in terms of just playing with okay players. Okay. And so we'll AFC West, Broncos out in front. This is probably this is a very competitive division in my opinion. With Nick, with Vol, and I never remember the Chargers name, but I know it says BI or whatever in the chat. He's pretty active in chat, but I just don't know his exact screen name. And with balls jumping out to 6-1, it's gonna be tough to catch. That wild card spot may be wide open, and it is, right? So 3-2, 2-3, 3-2, 3-3, 2-4. Bubble myself in at 2-5, and then Chargers, Chiefs, Raiders. Right, one of these guys are going to be wild card teams. All right,
And I'll say it this year, the NFC is probably a little better than the AFC this year. Like I said to you guys, 5 of the top 7 teams are NFC teams. So that's a huge turnaround. But when they're bad, right? So 1-6 Pack, 0-6 Lions, and I feel bad for G World, um, because I gave him my first 2 picks for him, and he picked up some solid players, but they're not being fruitful at the moment, and I'm borderline looking like I know what a bi is. I know what a bi is, but I'm saying I don't know his screen name. All I know what all it says is it says Bolts bi. That's it. Or Bolts bitch, right? Pretty much, a little less. You know, bi, put 'em up, put 'em up. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, but like I said, when the NFC is bad, they are bad. 1-6, 0-6. But they might be more 1-6 teams in the AFC. No, 1-5. Titans, Steelers. So 3 teams with 1 win. Um, NFC South, another tight division. Panthers might be a wild card team if this stays the same. Um, the Bucks and the Saints. I kind of say I lost them. I lost them in close games, but they're solid guys. I mean, they're solid guys. It came down to the wire. And like I said, better players make better plays in this year, Madden. Um, Redskins 1-6. Look at this, 4-2, 5-1, 5-1. I don't know if they could. Maybe Michael O can tell me. Can 2 wild card teams be from the same division? Somebody I've never ever actually I've never seen that before. But if it's possible, then it may be Cowboys Eagles at this rate. If we go into the playoffs today, and Niners 6-1, 5-1, not even. Could be the Niners, but we'll see when we get. Okay, yes, we'll see when we get the new Cardinal owner. I don't know if we have one just yet. Um, but that's being said. Oh, by the way, if you guys haven't read the new rules, I believe there is a 2 force maximum, right? So you have to, if you get a force win from an opponent, it's a 2 force maximum. And then I don't think, oh, and I don't think, what am I looking for? I don't think it counts if you have to play a CPU. I think you can get a force win versus CPU and it won't count against you, but a force win versus an opponent counts against you. Something like that. Uh, but I think it's a two force maximum. I think mainly because what happened last year in the playoffs. I for one don't like to play the CPU. I don't care for it. I would much rather have a sim, but whatever. It's a good rule. Like it's gonna hurt some and some will benefit. Um, but if you play all your games, then you would have to have a real issue, I guess. Oh, if you get a chance to play all your games, you have a real issue. Um, I really wish it was like um, a rookie stat chart, and this is where daddy leagues would be awesome. And for you guys who read about the daddy league stuff, it's not coming this Madden. I don't think so. It's December. You cross your fingers till January, but if you don't see anything by January, you can forget about it. Like I've been saying the whole time, they find a way to kind of like cut out, um, cut those guys out all together. You know, and it sucks. Just from a personal standpoint, it sucks because then you have a guy here who's come up with a system to take advantage of all the stuff that you guys already have, but you guys couldn't extract that from the beginning. That companion app was trashy. First of all, you couldn't see all the free agents, and then if you looked like on a phone or when you open up a player, you couldn't really scroll down without having to hold the middle of the screen. It was atrocious. It was really atrocious. You couldn't compare players. Um, it was just a really bad, poorly designed feature, and it did really nothing. I think only you can see like the top 100 or something free agents. It was just weird. It was just so bad. But that's the big money machine for you. Um, like I do every week, I'll go to the practice squad, and obviously, you guys, if I would have done this like a week ago, there would have been some guys you would have saw. But the sniping is still going on, but not as much. Guys are kind of being really wise to who they have on their practice squads and what have you. So, with that said, I'm still gonna take a look. All right, so on practice squads. So Conan has a kicker here. Very nice kicker. No, he's all right. He's average. He's not worth, in my opinion, probably not worth it. But kickers are kickers. I mean, whatever. So we've got 2 offensive linemen here. This is not a bad start point. The run blocking is probably less people would like, but the impact block is definitely not far from being a nice impact block. And at 6'5" and 313, 80 strength. And for all you guys who look at like the strength numbers a lot, I think in real life these guys are starting to become weaker and weaker, right? These offensive linemen, the way the game is played in college, these guys aren't looking to be big maulers anymore. Kind of quick and nimble, trying to get in space. A lot of, especially with the spread offense, right? Quick in space, getting to the second level. So like you really won't see 90 plus strength offensive linemen that more in real life. This is probably close to like 80, 85, 87 is like guys who are just like, pretty good. Bond, I saw this guy earlier. Another guy who's all right. Impact block is too low. His awareness probably brings him up. Not a guy I really look at to start. Because, even a lot of guys say impact block is the number you want to really look at in terms of getting a good blocker. But we'll see. Briggins. This is a guy actually I had written down on my draft board. No, maybe. Yes. Actually had an actual physical draft board. No. Eric Lacasse, I believe he's either a Chief or Raider. I had him pegged. And no, I didn't have him. Nope. But I did have Brzezinski pegged. So he's not a bad guy. They got him at 3'4". He's definitely nice size, 6'5", 256. If I'm Puba, any 3'4" guy, I'm taking a good look at this guy. Acceleration is pretty low. That's decent strength. That's good pursuit. I think pursuit's a really good number. Power move is good. Finesse move is all right, and hit power and block shed. So those are not bad. And his zone coverage is 61, but I think 60 is probably like the limit for outside linebackers in their zone. But definitely not a bad guy to have. Big hitter, and he's disciplined. So you're not gonna see a lot of face masks and stuff like that. Deion McTire. Nobody really likes a slow back, but this is a big back though. 5'11", 237. And I don't know if you guys notice, right? Guys who are typically undrafted seem to be a lot older. Just take a look. Next time you go through your scouting points, those guys seem to be like 23, 24, 22. Those guys are way older. The undrafted guys. You won't find too many young 21, 20-year-old drafted, undrafted guys. They tend to be whatever. You know what I mean. Asher McCourty. Hey, this is not a bad back. All right, 5'11", 207. Nice speed, nice acceleration, decent carrying. 86 juke move. That's a good juke to have. 84 jump, 72 strength. I mean, you combine that. If his truck is a little high, you combine strength plus truck. He's moving people. And the train went by again. And the only thing I like about Madden right now, like, this is like insulting to me, right? Asher is the 100 ranked halfback. Put him in the top 54%. Top 54. Why don't you start like rating guys from the lower half? Like if he's in the lower, I don't know, lower 48% or whatever. Or that analysis is not good though. All right. So There are no quarterbacks, in my opinion, on anybody's practice squad unless you like a running, weak arm quarterback like this guy. Oh, he's not bad. Hey, stay away. This guy's my backup. Stay away. Um, running backs. Running backs are weird. I think everybody has a different kind of style. I like a bigger, fast kind of back, but not like elite speed fast, but just quick, I guess. There's no fullback, is there? McCargo. Where else? I think receivers is always deep for whatever reason. There's too many receivers to go around. But look at this. This guy's not bad. I mean, like I said, I say this guy's not bad, but I'm sure you guys have guys that are better. This is a really good guy. I look at him almost every week. 82 route for a rookie. Antonio Walters. Probably a really good slot guy. Especially with that route. Johnny Holton. Like they're doing some pretty good stuff there. But there's like a group of receivers that are kind of even, right? Like 70, 70, 70, 70. You know? 70, 70, 70. Like this upper echelon right here. These are all guys you can probably get a hold of. And be alright. And these are not bad numbers. 92 speed, 92 acceleration. He's 6 foot. But he's 26. And he's on a practice squad, right? So, you know, like I said, I feel like these guys, some of these undrafted guys are a lot older. Holton, Walters, definitely a solid looking guy. 61. So these are good numbers. If you've got, I guess, if you got space for a guy, this is probably a guy I should take. I think that rounds up my show for today. I'll keep going with this right now, but I don't really have much to add. A good, nice catching tight end, McGee. Damn, man, I'm giving away all my hits. Oh man, I gotta stop doing this. It's a good release right here. Patriots always have like 2 or 3 good receivers, and let me see, there's another Patriot. Nah, it's only one Pat. Okay. But yeah, man, this so far so good. Like I said, the season's rolling along. Shout out to all you guys who play all your games really, really quickly. Hopefully we can get some, like, I would really like to see us forward some highlights to like an Instagram or something like that, and then that'd be like fucking awesome. Like just in terms like it doesn't need to be like commentated or anything like that, but if we can find a way to save these clips, I guess I don't know how to do it. So you can save the clip. I know you can link it to YouTube, and then I guess would you download it off YouTube and then put it on Instagram or something? We'll figure something out. But even if it comes close to like guys just like going like this and recording it off their phone, off their TV screens, maybe I'll look into that tonight. I'll talk to Mike about that, and talk to Mike and Tricky about that. But the pickings are slim. This is not a bad offensive lineman. Preston Sharp, 83 impact block, 79 strength. Not really a strong guy. Like I said, a lot of these guys won't be as strong as you would like them to be. Just the way the game goes. But also, guys are just not letting guys be on practice squads any longer. It's just, and there's an option to turn that stuff off. You know that, right? But I think this is way more fun. Yeah, these are all project guys, you know. So, nice pass block right here. Jeffrey LeBoy, this is not a bad guy, but look, 76 strength. You know, you kind of look at him like, but like I said, I think all those strength numbers and stuff like that, those are like kind of debunked in this Madden. I think you can survive with these kind of guys. Right tackle, 80 strength. These guys, like I said, these guys are not bad at all. Left ends, like, well, I'm a 3-4 guy, so decent block shed. I think everybody needs block shed in their alignment. His 2 guys at 79. A giant, and it's good acceleration, 82 acceleration. A giant and a Colt, which is not bad, right? This guy has finesse move and power move. DT. Let's see what block shed we got here. Woodshiak out of Boston. It's not bad. Nobody with a combo here. But even look, 78 strength. But he's a probably a 4-3 guy. 87. You could probably put him 3 for nah. Taro Barway. Look at this dude, Sheldon Rackley. Woof. That's a big boy right there. 332. Wow. 6'6", 332. 320, 323. Some fat. 330. Damn. Alright. This cat on the back. Trying to ruin my show. Who else we got a good block shed? Eagles got some guys in the wing, huh? Yeah, 85. Kenton. I guess the computer knows what I'm looking for. That's our linebackers. I don't know what you guys. I just go to block shed. I figure it's the most universal thing to look at. 81 hit power. I don't. Maybe the Cardinals. Practice squad should be looked at a little more closely. 87 speed, 87 acceleration, 82 speed, 73 strength, 72 tackle, 81 power. This is not a bad guy at all. Savon Fincher. Middle linebacker. Daniels. It's not bad. If you guys play with a slower linebacker, you let me know how that is. I'm a speed whore. But I think if you've got a slower linebacker, you need pursuit. And this guy has decent pursuit. This guy has 80 pursuit. Hey, Trick. This might be a guy. 80 tackle. Is it tackling 3-4 guy? Balanced. I guess he can play anything. Right side linebacker. Almost out of here. I know almost there's no corners. I already know there's no corners. Even though I got sniped for one. And he had a pick for the Broncos. We got a nice block shed here. Nice power, nice tackle, nice acceleration. And look at that. See what I'm saying? Look, 79 speed, 82 pursuit. Right? I think the slower guys have a pretty nice pursuit rating. And Joe Sherbert's not bad either, right? 80 speed, 81 pursuit. I wish you could like monitor stuff like that more quickly. And let's look at these corners. Right? So we got a 82 zone McLeod, if you want to call him. I think it's McLeod. I think it's pronounced McLeod. Right? Decent tackle. That's actually it's very nice tackling for a corner. 82 zone. Decent speed. Like a couple of years ago, this 90 speed corner would not be here. You know? It's just one of them things. Like, Madden has done a great job in lowering, I guess, the speed expectation for players. And so you don't have a whole bunch of guys just, like, whoring up 90 speed and guys. No, a lot of guys like, oh, I can probably do without. Nick Reese is not a bad free safety. Zone coverage. I like him because he got a little bit of man in it. Pause. Ooh, that sounded kind of gay. 70 press. This is not bad. This is 70 presses. Like, I really don't see safeties press that often. Maybe when you playing like a 3-3-5 or a what was it last year in Madden? A 4-1-6 nickel, right? You when you had that one safety come down in that middle linebacker spot. This would be a nice guy to have, you know, or in the slot, you know. Oh yeah, Mike. By the way, your nickel strong, Mike. It's still here. If you play a 4-3 defense. And you're looking for a nickel strong, all you need to do is cycle on the right side like this with the button, and you'll see nickel strong. I think it brings the safety down next to the tackle. If that's what you're looking for, I think that's what Michael was talking about the other day, or some time ago rather. Oh my gosh, I think another safety of mine. Decent. Connor Batch. Roman Weathers. That's pretty good name actually. Nice. Like I said, another nice press. Ooh, look at this tray. 89, 93, 73. Okay. Thanks for sharing though, Mike. Power, tackle, press. It's not a bad guy. Pursuit is pretty good. Block shed is pretty nice. Let's see what he's got. Let's take a deeper look. High motor. I always like a guy with a high motor. That's good. And like I said, kickers are kickers. And there's nobody on the practice squad. All right. So that's all I have for today, y'all. I appreciate you guys watching. Um, Let me know if you guys want to add some stuff. I really want to push that media offline kind of thing. I know Trick is handling Twitter. If you link Instagram to Twitter, you can kind of do everything through Instagram and have those posts go straight to Twitter and kind of like gain that up that way. But that's gonna be fun. That's all I have for tonight. Once season start picking up, once we get the playoffs and we're back to the off season, they'll probably be longer. We'll bring back Trick. I like having Trick on there, on here. Oh, nobody called today. I think I'm gonna work out a schedule where I know I want guys to call. I definitely wanted Ford at some point to talk about Chekwa. We'll probably revisit that next week. Maybe not. Next week's my birthday. I'm getting old, so. But my birthday's on a Friday, so Saturday I should be all right. But that being said, I appreciate you guys watching. We're gonna continue to try to grow it. A lot of ums at this moment because I'm just thinking off the top, but I think we got some stuff brewing. Just keep your eyes open and have fun, y'all. Have fun more than anything, guys. Have fun. And when things don't roll your way in Madden, just laugh because it's all you can do, really. It's just one of those things. When Madden wants you to not win easily, it'll let you know. All right, peace out, guys. Shout out to everybody from Chicago. I guess I know you guys all aren't Cubs fans, but I guess it's historic for you guys. The Knicks are next. I hope. Peace.